What a deck!
Hello and welcome to What a Deck, where we play troll decks, rogue decks, and whatever the hell I feel like. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at Invoked Magician Girls, which is kind of a toolboxy sort of deck. If you're unfamiliar with the Invoked, they're fusion archetype. They run mainly by fusing Aleister here with different attribute monsters. They have a different fusion monster for every attribute, and then we're using the Magician Girls, who have a different monster of every attribute, and certain ways to like search and do. They have other shenanigans too, but they're mostly here just so you can use Aleister to make whatever you want. Probably not the best thing that you could mix Invoked with, but it's a pretty fun thing to mix Invoked with. And we've got some spell traps to pick up some slack, some things I normally wouldn't play like Solemn Strike, but this deck kinda needs it. Either way, if you just want the deck profile, there's a link in the description to a separate, shorter video. I'll go over everything in here and explain how it works. Otherwise, I'm playing 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this thing out, showing you all the combos, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, first duel versus Kane with 2 N's. I'm, of course, Zatanna with 2 N's, which, if you know anything about comic books, you'll get that reference. And we've got a not-so-good first hand, actually. Well, it's decent. Anytime you start with Aleister, you're pretty good. You normally want to go first with this deck just because there's a lot of stun that you could do with Invoked. But yeah, if you're unfamiliar with this, if you summon Aleister, you get the Fusion. The Fusion can fusion summon Aleister with any monster of any attribute. We've only got Light right now, but that's fine because the Light one's pretty good. And then when this is in the graveyard, you can return it to the deck to grab a banished Aleister and add it back to your hand. And then we'll go ahead and set just this. If you're unfamiliar with this guy, Invoked Magician, I just call him the light one. He's the Aleister plus a light monster. And he's during either player's turn, if they activate a card, you can discard a card of the same type to negate it. I think it's only once per turn. But so, like, if they activate a monster effect, you can discard a monster to stop it. If they activate a spell, I could discard a spell to stop it. So I could have stopped Black Whirlwind. I don't really want to. Yeah, we're good. And then Aleister himself, in addition to just normal summon to get your fusion, he has this effect where you can discard him to increase your, an invoked monster's attack by 1,000 until the end of the turn, which is very useful. So, let's see, he's going to try to have my attack, and I'm going to... I don't really want to get rid of my Invoked right now, so we'll just do that. I could save this for if he's got like a spell or something, because I'd rather discard a spell. Hopefully he can't special summon again. Black Wings are actually kind of tricky because the fusion with the Dark Invoked is actually the worst one. Ooh, he's got a lot of spell traps. And that's one of the cool things about Invoked, is that you can use your opponent's monsters. What do? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and use this. We'll discard Kiwi Magician Girl, and we'll get two of those traps out of the way. I ain't having that shit. Granted, if those are traps, I can't negate them. If there's spells, I can negate them. Icarus attack. Icarus attack. Ah, okay. That sucks. Got rid of his torrential. But that's fine. The thing about Aleister is when you can use his fusion, the invocation, to actually summon any fusion monster, but if you're specifically making an invoked monster, you can use monsters from either player's graveyard. So I'm going to take this, and we'll discard Kiwi Magician out of the graveyard. Because this is the Wind one, who is basically Book of Moon on legs. During either player's turn, you can flip a monster face down. So let's go ahead and hit him with the attack. Ouch. Is most of him. And we don't really want to use this, but I'll set it. But yeah, so there's either player's turn I can flip a monster face down, which should prevent him from synchro summoning pretty well. Because anytime he gets another monster down, I can just do other things. So he's going to Kalute, which will let him grab another Black Wing with less than 1400 attack. Which another Gale the Whirlwind. And then he could special summon that if he controls a Black Wing. And that's when I do the thing to flip that face down and hope that's not Solemn Strike that I missed. It might be Solemn Strike that I missed. He got the... Oh no, we're pretty good. So now he can't Synchro, he can't... Oh, but he could Swallow's Nest. So he could trade that out. Well, no, even if he trades that out, I don't know what he's going to do. It has to be a face-up Winged Beast, okay. Oh, but he could still have my attack. A sad state of affairs, maybe. Yeah. So I'm down to 1,100. And he's still only got Dark Monsters, so I think I'm just going to discard Aleister. Just to keep this on board. Normally you don't want to get rid of that unless you can make it game or something like that. But he's running out of things. I could destroy both of these with my next card, and I think I want to do that just to keep him from getting anything. Because this is already going to be a big advantage to me. Ah, the Solemn Strike. Oh, but I only have 12. Okay, but that can still beat this. Because now he's going to be in a normal summon war. He's not going to be able to get many things, and I can just flip whatever he summons face down. And hopefully build up enough resources with my Magician Girls to do stuff. Oh wait, actually. I can activate it on himself, flip him face down. And then his stats will reset when I flip him back face up. It's actually, there's a neat trick that people will do. They'll use, whatchamacallit? Instant Fusion, and they'll summon out this guy, Raijin, or the Wind guy. I just call him the Wind guy. But they'll summon the Wind guy with Instant Fusion, and then flip himself face down, so that he's not destroyed by his own effect. Ooh, that's pretty good. I mean, I would almost prefer to have a monster, so I could at least get things going, but he's still on the defensive. It's going to be difficult for him to Synchro Summon unless he can build up some resources. If he keeps setting monsters, he's not going to be able to build up resources, and I can always Solemn Strike. Of course, if he has some kind of trap, I may be in for a spot of bother. I could activate this, I don't really want to. Although that would give me Aleister back. And does that have more? 32. Nah, let's just go for this. This has much more control. Even if he's got a Mirror Force, I can put this guy face down. Yep, and I mean, I'll be face down, so I won't be able to do things, but I've still got Solemn Strike and Quaking Mirror Force. Or I could still activate that, but I still don't want to. But yeah, there's the big boss monster, Elysium. It's a monster summoned from the extra deck, plus a invoked monster, which means it has to be one of these littler guys. Or one of these, basically a fusion monster plus another monster from the extra deck. So it would probably be two of mine because he didn't have any monsters from the extra deck in the graveyard that I could use. But it's nice, it counts as every attribute. Oh, what did he add? Kalut? Eh, whatever. Quaking. Quacky Mirror Force. Yet so quacky and wacky. Lol. Only traps? No. I had more than traps. Pretty sure. Let's see here. I guess I could make the dark one, but again, the dark one sucks. Oh no, I could make another. Okay, let's do that. Unless I'm completely mistaken. We'll make another light guy. Get my light magician girl out of there. Yeah, because if they're in your hand, they go to the graveyard. If they're already in the graveyard, then they come back to your hand. So now I can negate both a trap. Okay, there we go. So like I said at the beginning, mostly runs off the Invoked. The Magician Girls do have some things they can do. They're not really as good, but they're really good because they allow you to make all the different Invoked. You have access to wind and light. So we get our first wind, as we go into the second duel. Okay, second duel versus Crow, who, if I remember correctly, was the guy who played Blackwings in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime that Blackwings were in. 5Ds, I think. I don't know. Again, I've not really watched the anime. I just know these things. And we don't have... we have our invocation. We don't have anything we can make with it because we need Aleister to make most of our things. We do have one first of the dragons in here, which I've yet to summon, but I might one day. Let's see here. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go for Chocolate Magician Girl. Chocolate. Delicious. She doesn't look too chocolate, but she's got like a chocolate uniform kind of thing on. And her effect, you can discard one spellcaster type monster to draw one card. And I like to draw cards. Most people like to draw cards. So we'll get our Kiwi, because we got 2 of them. They're level 5. Difficult to summon normally, although they have a honest type effect where during either player's turn you can discard them, and all your Magician Girls gain 300 attack and defense for every Magician Girl with a different name on the field or in the graveyard. So once again, we're building some stuff up, but not too great. It really depends what our opponent is playing. If they have some way to remove this, we're good, or we're not good. We're in bad. We're in a bad situation. Because it has an effect that if they target it for an attack, you could special summon a spellcaster from your graveyard, have your opponent's monsters attack, and force them to attack this, which is really good if your opponent attacks into you. Which is really the biggest problem with Magician Girls. If people, like, they're only really good in I'd almost call them an anime archetype. Not because they have, like, a lot of people use anime archetype to describe things that are, like, oddly specific. But this is more of an anime archetype, like, if your opponent didn't... Oh, we're playing Chain Burn. Great. If your opponent didn't know what this was doing, if they just had a monster, and you got to explain their effect after they attacked, like, haha, my monster has a special ability, Kaiba! Then they would be really good. But if they read, they're not going to attack into this, because that would be dumb. Because anything, they'd have to be over 3,200 to survive, and just to tie an attack with Kiwi Magician Girl. And while Kiwi's on the field, spellcaster-type monsters can't be destroyed by card effects or targeted. So he got Wind Witch, but he used Pot of Duality, so he can't special summon this turn. Maybe he'll mess that up. And he's only got 8 cards in his extra deck. Looks like he just made Chain Burn and then threw in Wind Witches, so he would have some monsters. Possible. There's not that big of an extra deck. He might be confused why he cannot special summon. Room of Nightmare. Great. This is one of those cards that's been useless for so long, and then now that Tricksters are back, it's suddenly making a huge appearance. But yeah, Magician Girls in particular, not good against decks that aren't going to be attacking them. Or decks that do attack, but that just decide not to. They got a pretty strong stall game. Add one Wind Witch. Getting set up. She's just riding an ice broom. Just ice broom all over the place. Yep, we'll just have to see what he does. I'll come back. I'll come back at the end of the turn. Okay, he didn't really do anything. He waited around for a while, but nothing too big happened. So we're in the draw phase. He can activate these traps most likely, if this is anything like Chain Burn. He's just going to be burning my chains from here to Timbuktu. Fortunately, we got a Cosmo Queen, which is pretty much, we play this just in combination with Chocolate Magician Girl. A more pure Magician Girl deck would replace this with Dark Magician and have more support for that. Because, of course, you could discard this into the graveyard to draw another card, and then if they attack this, you could summon out Cosmo Queen and force them to attack that with their half attack monster. So pretty nice being able to get a 2,900 beater. And I chose this just because, well, she's a Magician Girl too, so it kind of fits. Still none of our invoked. We have a lot of things that can search our invoked, but unfortunately we don't have them. Let's see here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put Aupperle out here, because Aupperle's pretty neat. Let's see, once per turn. This card is targeted for attack. Okay. Yeah, so if they target this one, and it has less attack, so maybe he'll be more likely to target it for an attack. I'll just do slightly more damage. I guess I could get another chocolate out there and draw another card. That might have been better. But either way, Apple's not too bad. It's basically when it's targeted for attack, you could special summon a... Ooh, ouch. Mirror Forces, my arch nemesis. I don't know why this is going so slow. Fortunately, Apple's gonna let me get these things back. It says special summon, but it's not. Yeah, when Apple's destroyed, you can grab up to 3 Magician Girls other than herself and add them back to your hand. So pretty nice recursion, although they're not all that useful in your hand unless you got the Invoked. If I can get Invoked, this could turn around quite substantially. But sadly, I've got a non-attack deck, and he's lagging so hard. I don't know what's taking him. It's frustrating. Like, it's bad enough that I gotta play against Chain Burn, but I have to wait so long. That's the one good thing I can usually say about Chain Burn. It's quick. Yep, and that was my normal summon for the turn. And sadly, he'll probably be able to make Crystal Wing now. And do extra damage. He might be able to even kill me right here, depending on what he's got. I just did not... Well, I have Twin Twisters. Maybe if I had drawn another card. Who could say? This fucking waiting! Ugh! We'll be back. We'll be back when something happens. Okay. Took forever. Well, we finally got to it. He made Crystal Wing. He attacked. It's been like 5 minutes or something just to go through everything. He's got this one thing, and it's not really... Fortunately, we've got a thing we can do. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do... Well, I still got Cosmo Queen. But I'm not going to be able to use Chocolate Magician Girls effect to draw again. But we've got this. So we'll set this out here. We'll set our Bewildering Winds. This will have his Crystal Wings attack and negate its effect. So when he attacks into this, I'll be able to do all those things, all those shenanigans that I want to do. Hopefully he could turn things around unless he's got another burn effect to finish me off, which I'm already pretty close. Or if he has some other big monster he can make, or if he Twin Twisters or MSTs this. Well, no, even if he does that, I could still chain it and just get Crystal Wing. So I may have a chance. It's just a matter of I mean, God, it took that long just to go into the standby phase. Oh, I don't know if he's just lagging or what. I imagine that, like, this thing is coming up, whatever this trap is, and it's telling him, like, hey, you can activate this, and he's like, no, and then he goes down to his cards, and then he does something, and he keeps clicking no, and he doesn't know that you can just right-click to pass your turn. So yeah, I didn't have to go anywhere near that dialogue box. You just right-click. So, well, we got another 5 minute... Oh wait, no, I'm just gonna die here, probably. Because of the burn damage from Wind Witches. I may end up having to use No, if I use Bewildering Wind on anything but Crystal Wing, it's just going to be the end. Trickster Reincarnation. Banish your opponent's entire hand, and they draw the same number. Okay. I can't use these now. But I have Thing if I survive another turn. So use that. And then he'll use that, and then I can chain Bewildering Winds. And he will take a massive amount of damage. So much damage. As long as he can figure out to use this effect. He's working on it. Okay, there we go. Nay. Nay, I say. You're not much of a crow. The last guy was more of a crow than this guy. Crow never used no chain burn deck. With the tricksters and the wind witches. But hey, now he's down to 750 and he has to attack into 2900. Oh, but he's going to gain 20... Damn it. Oh, wait, no, his effects are negated. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. And the next turn I can make a Macabre or whatever it's called. He's probably trying to figure out why he can't... why he has to attack. Nope. And that's the negation is, of course, Macabre, the light guy. Because he negates things, most likely. I mean, I have other things that can negate things. I guess I could have put, like, Lost Wind. That's not really, like, an icon you could put on a negation. I guess maybe I could have done something with the Magician Girls, but sometimes I like to make the negation something that other people can use. Other people other than just the ones who have this deck. But unless he's got some kind of hand trap, I think I may have this. I just gotta wait forever for whatever he's trying to activate. Okay, there we go. Okay, so. Reckless Magical Circle. Trying to think if there's anything he can activate from the hand that would burn me for 600. And this is Wind, and there's no Wind Honest that I know of. Unless Tricksters have some kind of Honest type monster. So the field spell, not really important other than it lets you search Aleister, which we already have, but, you know, get it again. Why not? And then, of course, we'll summon Aleister, we'll get the fusion. We'll play the fusion with Lemon Magician Girl to make Kupbens because these traps are no useful in our hand, but we can at least negate his traps in the future, even though we can't negate any kind of spells. And then I'm not sure exactly on the math. I should be able to think this out. So 25 plus 29 plus 600, because this will block 1,000 of the damage. Yeah, that should be game pretty easily. Okay, so I have game. It's just a matter of actually doing it. And because this is moving so slow, I'm not even going to... You know, normally I wouldn't cut away before the end of the match, but you know what's going to happen. I've explained it. I could have explained it again in the time that it's taking him to decide that he wants to let me do this without activating whatever it is in his hand that he wants to activate. So, let's just assume I win this one. I'll see you in the next duel, and if something happens to change that, we'll be back. But most likely, we'll just be in the next duel. Alright, here we are, third duel versus Only Fun. That guy did eventually surrender, as I predicted. Or I predicted he would lose. I predicted he would lose and he lost, so that's the important thing. And you know, Only Fun, nice name. We'll see if he's only having fun. I am, of course, not only having fun because I'm playing a very unfun card like Solemn Strike. The Invoked, kind of fun. I really like what they've done here by making like this engine that's basically splashable into all things. Now we have Water and Wind. So, of those two, the best one to make is the Wind one. Yeah. And we're going to put it in defense mode, just because there's a couple things that can target attack mode things that can't target defense mode. Plus, 2400 defense, it's slightly more. And we've got Solemn Strike, so we've got a fair bit we can do as far as, like, stunning him, setting up for next turn. And I guess while I'm here, third duel. Got these cool sleeves. Got the Aleister with the... Oh, we're playing the new Amazonesses. I have no idea how the new Amazonesses work. I mean, they're Amazonesses, so I can't imagine they're too good. But I've been proven wrong before. Let's see, Amazon Princess. This card's name becomes Amazon Queen. If it's normal special summon, add 1 spell trap. When this card declares an attack, send 1 other card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon an Amazoness from your deck. Okay. So that sounds good. Flipping that face down will not help anything. It does not have enough attack to get over the 2400 that I've got. But what spell trap will they add? Probably Amazoness Ambush. Once per turn during either player's battle phase, special summon an Amazoness from your hand. It gains 500 attack, even if this card leaves the field. After damage calculation, you can banish that monster. Okay. Pretty nice. I will need to get spell traps to get rid of that. And what are these? Earth? Okay, other Amazoness monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If an Amazoness attacks a defense position, inflict piercing damage. If it's destroyed by battle, you could summon an Amazon Queen from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Okay, so they're doing all sorts of things. He is the miggity Mac Daddy, I tell you what. Yes. My name is Jeff. I put your face down. Thank you. Come again. So we're set now. Ooh, light. That would be good if I had a trap that I could use to stop. I think what I want to do, it says 24 and they can't be destroyed by battle. Let's see. To attack, let us... Yep, we're just going to go for the Aleister play again. Boobity-doobity-boo. Grab that great old invocation. And then I think what we're going to do is get rid of his Amazoness Queen. He'll get to draw a card, of course, but that'll be the only card. We pretty much just make one monster per turn. And yeah, this is probably the best. This Invoked with the Earth. It just has 3,000 attack. It's just a big old attack. And let's get rid of the one that can actually be brutal to us. We'll banish it from his graveyard. There we go. No things for you, please. 24, so I can't... This can get over that. And then this can hopefully get over whatever he summons off of that. Although, no, wait, he has that trap. I don't know why I completely forgot about that. After damage calculation. Oh, great. So he's going to be banishing my things. I don't like that. I don't want my things to be banished. You know what? Just no. I'm going to say thee nay. You're not allowed to have monsters. Not while I'm here. This is going to be a problem. And unfortunately, there's no invoked that like has any sort of like spell trap destruction really. This one can negate spell traps, but unless I have a trap in hand to do that, nothing else is really going to be helping me all that much. And the Magician Girls might help, but they're battle effects. So like I could use their stuff, but then it's just going to be banishing whatever. Like I get Cosmo Queen out, and then my Cosmo Queen's just going to end up being banished, which is not something I want to happen, unfortunately. So we might be in a tricky pickle here unless we can draw into our Twin Twisters. I may next turn just use Chocolate Magician Girl just to keep the things off. And yes, I am going to... I don't want to be banished. I just gotta hope that's not a Solemn Strike. Okay, good. For the best. Okay. Draw a card or search a card. Again, this can search any of the Magician Girls, so this lets you get whatever attribute you need for Aleister. But I don't have... Again, there's nothing I could really make that would be all that great. So what I'm going to do is just discard Lemon, draw a card, hope it's maybe Twin Twister. No, it's just another chocolate. Just another Chocolate Magician Girl. Just what I always wanted. But that's fine. We'll use this to get rid of his thing. And then we can continue to use our Raijin to do stuff. Ouch. That's okay. Non-targeting banishment, pretty good. But as long as I can keep putting monsters on the field, they can get over that. And I can do the exact same thing next time, although I'll be discarding a baby. Which normally, not something in real life, don't be discarding babies. You can quote me on that, Joe. Hardleg Joe 2017, don't discard your babies. That's something they did in ancient times, and we are beyond that. Oh, he's marauding as a captain. Into the... Oh, yeah, during the battle phase, he can then summon one. Ah, okay. Nay? Stop that. No one likes that. Do I have a Fire Magician Girl? No, but I have that! And that'll work out in my favor. I believe. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll get Berry out here. Just a little Berry Magician Girl. Yeah, they're all named after food. There's lemon, apple, chocolate, berry. And we will grab the fire one, apple. And if you didn't know, neat little thing, because I think in Japan, Dark Magician is called Black Magician. But they didn't want to do that in America because obviously black has different connotations. But all their names spell out black. The berry is the bee, lemon, apple, chocolate, and kiwi. So it's pretty cool. Oh, this gets an effect. If this card is destroyed, it's sent to the graveyard, target one Amazonas, and special summon it. Alright. Great. That's fine. Okay. So, I think what I want to do is just do the damage here. More damage. I can't shut down both of these. I'm pretty sure Queen is actually the more deadly here, just because of the way the Magician Girls work with destroying things by battle. Although whichever one he attacks with first is the one I'm going to flip face down. Or I could... Okay, yeah. So, flip that face down. Not having any of it. Because I have another Reckless Magic Circle. So what I can do, now that they're destroyed by battle, there's 3,200. Bada bingo, bada bango. Granted, he gets to summon an Amazonas Queen, or apparently not. Or whatever. I guess he doesn't have any left. There's the one there and the one there. So it worked out pretty good. I have another Magical Meltdown, so I can grab another Aleister. Or not. 1,800. Okay. Chocolate go! Again, not something I ever thought I'd say. But, yeah, at the very beginning of this, I think... Oh, well. I forgot it would flip up and then... Okay, so he's got more things that I'm going to have to deal with, unfortunately. But while I'm here, I was going to say, you know, you like these sleeves, you want them. If you donate even $1 to my Patreon, you'll get all the sleeves for all 103 What decks I've ever made, plus the negations, plus the deck files themselves. I used to have a video that explained how all that worked, but I had to take it down because I recently had to revamp all my awards. He's Synchro Summoning. Colossal Fighter. Okay. That's a worse thing to do. Yeah, I could just flip that face down. You had a thing that was like, I was difficult to get over. I think I could have Bewildering Winds it, because I'm pretty sure it was special summoned, but either way, Amazonas, not too bad. I might have to come look at these once those cards actually get released, and the pictures aren't, you know, of pictures within magazines and stuff. But we rack up another win as we go into the fourth duel. Alright, fourth duel versus Gab the Light. An interesting name. I would have thought there'd be another E there. You would want to be going for the Gabe, but no, you went for Gab. So, go ahead, Aleister. Even though we could be drawing cards, maybe a good play to make next turn. But for now, again, we've got the Kiwi. So we're just going to go with that Raijin. Hot Raijin action. I should have put that in defense. If that comes back to bite me, I'm going to be a sad panda. Granted, I'm trying to think of a situation where that, like, I guess if he summons, like, if I already turn something face down, and then in spite of that, he manages to get 101, then this will be a problem. Okay, so he's playing dinosaurs. I actually have a fairly decent thing against dinosaurs, depending on what he can do first turn. Although, it's starting off strong, the miscellaneous, so they're unaffected by things, but it's only during the main phase. So if it gets into the battle phase and I'm not flipped face down already, I can flip his stuff face down. Although he's already piling on all these things. All these various... Dinosaurs are brutal, man. Tell you what works really, really well against them, though, is battle traps, the mirror forces. That's pretty much why I have the Burying Mirror Force in here. Because, again, the Miscellaneousaurus can protect them, but only during the main phase. It's during the battle phase that they're vulnerable. And the Magician Girls actually work fairly good with that, except that if he gets the Superconductor, he can flip things face down. But he has just opened the nuts, unfortunately. He is going to be able to do all these things. He's going to banish all this stuff from my graveyard. I'm not enjoying that. I'm not enjoying that at all. My one hope might be if I can get another Cosmo Queen, then I can make first of the dragons. That might stand a chance until he gets Raigeki. Fortunately, I'm not playing Raigeki or anything else like that. Oh no, he got rid of first of the dragons. And Elysium. And he's probably going to make like a, whatchamacallit. Well, he's got a tuner too. Nope, there's Trishula. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Oh no, he's not making Trishula. He's making Wang Dong. So he could send worms to the graveyard. Fortunately, he's not playing that trap, though. Oh, and then he can make it level 9 and then do the things. Okay. That's not a dragon, though. Or that is a dragon. No, it's a worm. It's not a dinosaur, so it's affected by this. So if he tries to activate that, I can chain Raijin and flip him face down. And of course, this doesn't, you just banish this and get another 4 and do things. All sorts of things, man. And stuff. You wouldn't even believe it. Tyranno Infinity. And why not? We'll just put Superconductor on top of here, too. Have a dandy old time. That's probably not even done. He could probably destroy something from his hand that lets him have a level 4. And yeah, unfortunately I have to do that, but at least he has to waste this now. I mean, either way, I'm dead anyway. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. It took a moment trying to figure out all these different things. Yeah, because all he has to do is attack with this, I take 1,000, and then he attacks for 6,000. And he's probably going to be able to make, fucking, whatchamacallit, Logia on top of that. Although he wouldn't need to because he's already got game. Yeah, dinosaurs are just dumb. It's very rare that I see a deck that I'm just like, well, this is just dumb. Someone did not think this out, not making this like once per turn. Like, there's no reason this thing should not be once per turn. Because it allows them to just keep recurring things. So, unfortunately, and I did not open up enough things to negate the things. And they have something that makes them unaffected too anyway, so. Yeah, sadly. You need a lot of traps to... Either way, I'm rambling. Going to the 5th duel. Alrighty, here we are. 5th duel versus Ephebos. Kind of an interesting name. I like it. Ephebos, maybe? A little difficult to say, but otherwise works. Did I go second? I think I chose to go second. Just out of habit. I should have chose to go first. Going first is usually better, especially with this hand. Because I've got a monster, a spell, and a trap plus... Oh, wait, no, I can't make... I was going to be like, I could make that one guy, the light one, that lets me negate all the things, but I don't have that one. Looks like we're playing Burning Abyss. It's not often you see this guy. Babar? Barbar. Not sure if I told this fun fact before. I feel like I have, but it's always interesting to me. The word barbarian is... based off an old Latin name. The Romans would call outsiders barbarios, and that name comes from the fact that they thought all languages other than Latin sounded like people just going bar 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 bar. That was their like gibberish, kind of like people might say Asians have the Ching Chong language. They'd be like, oh, those Germans, they have the bar 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 language. And then he surrendered. I guess I don't know. I wish I could see. I wish I could... I guess I can see. Let's see what he had. Why not? Huh. Weird. I don't know. Maybe he clicked the wrong thing? Seems like he had a pretty good... He had Twin Twisters. He had his Raigeki. He had something to discard for Twin Twisters. He had his Dante out. He had part of his graveyard set up. Was this just pure 60 card? Why you got a Jinzo in there? Jinzo and Vanity's Fiend and... Oh, there's lawn mowing. Is it just one? No, he's got 2. There's the 3rd. Okay. And one Fairy Tale Snow, it looks like. Interesting. Never know what people do. Either way, I'm not going to count that as towards anything. Let's go into a real 5th duel. Just interesting to see surrender for no raisins. Okay, here we are in the real 5th duel. We're We're against Ted. I'm just gonna call you Ted. Because, yeah, I think otherwise, I guess Slam Head on Keyboard might be a good name for you. Fantastic. Pretty terrible. Anytime you start with 3 of anything, you're in kind of a bad turn. But we've got Choco, and Choco will, of course, get us a draw, assuming we don't have some kind of thing that negates that. 2 Quaking Mirror Forces. I'm just going to set 1, and that way, in case he Twin Twisters, he won't get both of them. Either way, this is kind of like effect negation. I mean, all we can summon is Lemon Magician Girl, and she's only got 800 attack. So if he has anything with more than 1600, if he has anything that can get over this, it can get over this even with its attack half. But it'll negate the attack, it'll have it, and this will be here another turn, so I can discard another Lemon Magician Girl and hopefully get something better. We're playing against a, let's see, yep, see, I was right, I'm vindicated now. If I had both of them set, I just would have been gone forever. Some kind of 60 card, not quite 60 card. 52 card Light Sworns. Interesting choice. I know I've done some not quite 60, not quite 40 card decks, but with the exception of my Mind Games deck, most of them have had at least some kind of, like they've at least kind of shot for a round number. I had like a 50 card deck and a 55 card deck. 52 is just weird to me. Not gonna do no level 3 synchros. No. Feliz Navidad, okay. Getting those mills. Hey. We've got our terraforming. Assuming he doesn't have another Twin Twister, we may be able to do stuff. He's got all light too, so we can do some things with his light monsters. And he's not gonna like that, and I'm gonna quite enjoy it. Is targeted for attack? Okay. Oh, okay. So he's going for like pure Light Sworns. He's just going to be like milling. It's going to be like Discount Mill Warehouse. Don't be solid. Okay, good. So even though we've got all these, well, first, while we have everything on our hand, let's just go ahead and draw another card. Twin Twisters, maybe? No? Okay, another. Okay, so we're set up. So let's just go ahead, do this, and let's get rid of your Judgment Dragon, because I don't like that. And then we'll reset this. And then, granted, he's going to have some destruction. He's going to have some destruction, and I'm not going to be liking it. Oh, God. What? Another more? I don't understand. I don't think his grasp on English is the bestest. The bestest. I guess I should have just attacked and done damage. Oh, but it negates the attack. Okay. Yeah, because he can negate the attack no matter what. So he can tribute this, he can make some other things. Yep. Interesting. You never see that play, but it works against this deck because it's a beatdown deck that focuses on sort of stunning our opponent. But he's going to be able to get rid of my stuff. He's going to be able to make synchro plays. He's got 2 tuners. He could make a 6 or a 7. Granted, I've still got this. I can still negate anything he wants to try to do. Maybe I cannot negate anything he wants to try to do. But at least I use that. I mean, that resource, that's one less resource he has. Summoning even more. Okay, now he has even more again. Another 2. You already got a 4 and a 3. I guess he's going to tribute this and then synchro. Just mill even more. There goes your solemn. And your math. No more math for you. So yeah, it looks like he's just going for pure Light Sworns. All Light Sworns, all the time, forever time. Paying 1,000. Yeah, and then he could use that. Or he might just make another. Oh, okay. Yeah, English is not his language, because he's getting... Again, this is only good in that it searches out Aleister. It doesn't have much of an effect on field. Milling some more. Not attack. Okay, but he still knows enough about how Magician Girls work. He's milling so much and I can't stop it. I really need my Fire Magician Girl. That would be appreciative. Appreciative. At least I got Solemn Strike. Solemn Streak. Does he have... No, it's all just more light. More light forever. I think what might be best... Wait, no, if I can make Elysium. Which I don't think I can because I don't have enough. But if I could... then I could banish all the light monsters on the field. And that would be a pretty pony. Yes, I will add an Aleister the Invoker. Why not? I've already got this one over here, and he looks so dandy in his robes. Yeah, unfortunately, this is why Magician Girls don't work as well with Aleister, because you need to normal summon Aleister to get your search. Well, okay. This might just... let me see here. I wish I had the fire one. I can at least get rid of that. That might work. And then I can destroy some of his things before he can destroy me. Granted, my Magician Girl's ability to stall is now gone. Oh no, the bewildering winds. But let's get rid of that, shall we? And he had another one ready. Rock steady! Alright then. Oh, I can make this. Alright, let's banish all the things. And yeah, we'll just use that and that in my graveyard to make this. It's you can banish one invoked monster you control, and then banish all monsters your opponent controls that have the same attribute. So if you banish himself, it's all attributes because he counts as all attributes. Yay! A happy me is a happy me. Oh, because he wasn't banished. Okay. Yep. I stall another day. But I've got Solemn Strike and Quaking Mirror Force, and I've dealt with his huge field. I've got Quaking Mirror Force, and I've dealt with his huge field. So hopefully, next turn, I could do some things. Go ahead, I do not care. He's still got another Bewildering Winds. But it has to be a special summoned monster. Banish more things out of his grave. Yeah, I mean, why not? It's better than summoning Lemon Magician Girl, because she only summons something from your hand. And I don't have anything in hand. So I'll just let him Lost Winds my things. Oh wait, no, this can't be targeted. Yeah! I knew I would use this eventually. Monster Zone and Graveyard. That's why Choco is so good. That's why I like the toolbox elements of this. There are things that like a lot of the invoked decks, that's what I said. The Magician Girls aren't good because they need a normal summon and Aleister needs a normal summon. So you lose your ability to do some things. But because there's so many of them, you have the ability to make all the things. And a lot of times the invoked decks, like they'll make Blue Eyes invoked, but all you can really make is light stuff plus whatever your opponent has. And sometimes, like now, this is a really good card. Because it can attack while it's in defense position, it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So unless he can get a monster over 3,000 to attack into this, I'm going to be set. And I don't think he has a monster with over 3,000. Well, he has Judgment Dragon, but Judgment Dragon... Well, that's the thing. Well, he could blow up the field, I guess. And then attack over this. Oh ho! So many more things. Yep, let's just keep on. Let's just keep this train going. Do it while we can, because once links come out, this is not going to be as viable of a thing. Because you can't just make another fusion monster every turn. Yeah, let's just go for the massive. Get rid of that. We'll make him use his lost winds. He'll feel so happy now that he can use them. But he'll still be hit for more than 3,000 between the two of them. So that's cool. And I got a Twin Twister. I can Twin Twister his things. Which I think I'll just leave in my hand, because that way if he does get a Judgment Dargon and he blows up the field, then this won't go with it. Because his stuff will leave anyway. So let's just go ahead and attack with a mountain. Just a mountain of a man. I think this would be cooler if it used its defense when it attacked. Instead, it's weird. It's not quite a super heavy samurai. It can attack in defense position, but it uses its attack for the attack. Which I know, that's like some super light Viking shit. Like, what? It uses its attack for attack damage? Who would have thought it? But it's just weird because it attacks in defense. I mean, he could have this again, I think. Add even more banished cards. And then he summons Gren Maju Deiser, and it turns out this was all part of his plan. Nope. Cannot target it. So, the Lost Winds not doing you any favors here. Yeah, we're good. I mean, it doesn't have the defense, so next turn I can just shift this to defense. If need be. I mean, if he doesn't have any monsters, I can just continue to attack. Lila. And then just blow up one of my Quaking Mirror Forces. A sad state of affairs. But I can Twin Twister his things. What was that? Oh, more Lost Winds. Hey, face down. Face down abilities. That's one of those ones I like. I kind of want to banish his dark monster, but the dark one actively works against me because it makes only one monster you can attack each turn. Each player can only attack with one monster, and each player can only activate one monster effect per turn. It's pretty nice, but not nice enough. Or it's pretty nice if you're on the ropes, or if you really just want to banish their stuff. But when I'm doing pretty well, it's not so good. Not so good indeed. So we'll get that. We will make the guy who can do the face downs. But first, we'll activate this. Because if I summoned it first, then he could negate its effects, and I don't want him to be negating effects. And just have its attack even further. Raijin. That's the cool thing, since you can banish it from your graveyard, you could just discard it. Oh, but he could just add, he's got another Lost Winds! Losing it. And I don't think I can make another one. Oh, but he could flip, okay, I could chain myself to flip myself face down. 2 defense. Unfortunately, he might be able to use this effect again. Because he's going to be able to stall with Necro Gardener. No? He wants it destroyed? Maybe he's just given up. Maybe he's decided to just go live his life. So okay, no, he hasn't. Oh, it negates the next attack. For some reason, I thought it negated the battle phase. So this is not as bad. I'm pretty sure I've won this one at this point, because even if he gets Judgment Dragon, I can just flip it face down, and then I can make something big to get over it again. He's almost decked himself out. Interesting seeing the Lightsworns try to do things, but I'm pretty sure this is over. So I'll see you in the next duel once again. Well, I mean, this isn't taken. I don't really know what else to say. How you guys doing? Having a fun time? Are you enjoying the deck exchange? Comment in the comments if you're enjoying the what a deck. I don't know why I said the deck exchange. That show's over. Stop asking for it to come back. The DBC is the deck exchange now. Chain? Chains are a cool thing. Oh wait, no. Fuck. I done goofed. I could make it 21, but that wouldn't be... Okay, so he's gonna be able to get over a thing. Touché, salesman, touché. Although I can use this in my graveyard to make another version of itself. He just wanted to prove that he could. He just wanted to prove that he could. We'll go ahead into the 6th duel. Alright, here we are, 6th duel versus Kartana. Not quite Cortana. More like redneck Cortana. Kartana. I'm Zatanna. They kind of sound similar. They're both like sort of female-ish sounding names. Oh no. Oh wait, no. I could do a thing. I've never done this before. Now I can do it. First of the dragons. This isn't a brick at all. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's the thing, we played 2 of these, so even if we, you know, even if we couldn't have used it without Aleister, and if we have Aleister, it'll search one of these anyway, so we're set. Is he playing? No, Spirals. Fuck. Spirals can be brutal, man. They're one of those decks I don't understand all that well. Grass looks greener, Spirals. With all sorts of things. Oh no, it's mostly just Spirals. Although now you can keep Spirals can't be targeted with cards and effects. And once per turn, you have to shuffle 1 monster from your graveyard into the deck or destroy this card. But now he has all the monsters in the graveyard, guys. And hey, that actually works with Brilliant Fusion. The reason I'd never play the Brilliant Fusion in anything but Gem Knights is because I hate playing that 1 Garnet, and if you draw it, or it gets sent to the graveyard or whatever, then those cards are just dead. But Spiral Resort can return it to the graveyard, so you're set to go again next time. That's actually pretty cool. He's a super agent. Fuck no. I'm not even letting you get started. Get that shit out of here. I don't like any of that. Resort Staff. If it is destroyed by a bat... Okay, he could just add another one. He could just add another one, guys. No, it's okay. Can he activate that effect more than once per turn? Probably. No. Okay, good. Not that I have any kind of resounding comeback play. But at least he doesn't know what I got. And what's he going to send back? But yeah, before I get too distracted, before we get too much into this game, I want to take this moment to give a big old Hardleg Patreon shout-out to Foster Kupbens. Or is it Kupbens? His name's on the screen. His name's on the screen. I know his first name's Foster for sure. That last name's a little tricky. But everything in between is all right. So, give a big old thanks to him. Good old, I believe he bumped up to the $25 level like so many people have. Which is just amazing to me. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this on camera yet, but I recently had a thing where I had to change up the channel and I had to change up the Patreon because I had too many rewards and too many things going on at once. I couldn't keep up with it in the long term. It's one of those things like the more people got into the Patreon, it's like I have more money, but it takes so much more time to make everything. I couldn't keep up with it. So I made this like reluctant video where I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I have to change things up. I hope you can understand. And I thought like, you know, I would make that and then like I'd lose like 5 or 6 people, or some people would be like, oh well, if the rewards for $10 is changing, I'm gonna go down from $10. I'm not gonna donate that much. Fuck, I can't target it. Well, I've doomed myself. That's what I get for getting all sentimental when I should be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a man's game. You gotta pay attention. You can't be thinking with your heart. You gotta think with your mind, or your dick mind. Just going in there fucking everyone up. But I digress. I just wanted to, like, so not only did people not quit or lower their amounts, but resoundingly a bunch of people raised their amounts as a way to try to further support me, or as a way to thank me for being so honest and open with them. And I don't have the words for it. It astounds me when, like, you think that things are, like, at the best, things will remain the same, and instead they get so much better. So, and I'm pretty sure Foster was among those people who raised up. I don't know. He doesn't talk very much to me. He's kind of a silentish kind of guy. But I mean, you know, he supports the channel. He's one of those silent supporters in the background, making things run, making the gears turn. Not these gears. These gears are all jammed up. I just goofed up as much. I was like, I got bewildering winds. I completely forgot Spiral Resort. And now I'm probably going to get OTK'd. But you know what? At least I got to deliver a heartfelt message, damn it. That's worth a loss. I've already got 4 wins. That's pretty good for Magician Girls. Oh, hey. Chamois Soldier. I thought you were going to be doing other stuff. Instead, we're going to each player draw a card. Or each player gain 1,000 life points. I would have made... Okay. That doesn't further the game state at all. What's your plan, Sammy Soldier? Why you wear your pants so high, Or those vampire teeth I see? With your beady red eyes and your little sticks? I don't understand why the Chinese don't just use forks and spoons. That's the Game Grumps joke. I stole it, though, because it looks like he's got chopsticks. I can't get... Okay, I gotta navigate. If I want to show something off, I've got to go this and then navigate over without touching any other cards. Ah, Numeron Dragon. So at least this was interesting. 1,000 attack equaled all the ranks of the monsters currently on the field times 1,000. Till the end of your opponent's turn, when this card is destroyed by card effects, you can destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. Then we each set 1 spell trap from our graveyard. So if he can make some rank 4s or do some shit, he might have quite a bit. So you know what? We'll just I think he's just gonna go off, but I'm kind of interested in seeing what he builds. But I don't want to sit here and try to narrate over it because I don't know spirals yet. Although before anyone asks, I am planning to make spirals eventually. Once their final support comes out, which should be soonish. I believe Maximum Crisis gets their final round of support, and then I will work on Spirals and Subterrors, which are this year's 2 American-only archetypes. So, yeah, it looks like he's going for crime and punishment, and other things. Stuff Man, I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, cut his life into pieces. This is his last resort, but he's in defense position. So, he can't, I believe that lets him attack directly. Yeah, you can make it attack directly. Oh, Utopia Kaiser 2. Just so fancy. And this is rank 12, so you can get 12,000 attack. And you can just summon out Titanic Galaxy. I'm pretty sure this is a prize card, though. Not easy to make. Just summon other things. Things doing things, man. So, you know, we lost due to a pretty massive misplay on my part. But hey, when's the last time you saw a monster with 30,000 attack? That's pretty good. Gotta give it up to Katara. He's not just doing a dang old regular thing. I ain't even mad. That's just impressive. We'll just let him attack in silence, and I'll see you guys in the next duel. Okay, here we are, 7th duel versus Akuroma. Aku? The evil shape-shifting master of darkness? I hear in the future his evil is law. So a similar sounding Japanese name, but not the same guy, also playing Spirals. Interesting. When did Spirals become so popular? After Last Resort? That's not even that great of a song, although it is catchy. So, okay. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, I can't target it with card effects. They send one other card to the graveyard and destroy the monster. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Unfortunately for you, I have things that I can do about that. So first of all, we'll get that. We'll get our Aleister the Invoker. Yay! And, you know what, we'll just go ahead and get rid of that, because I don't want you to be having that. Cut your life into pieces. This is your last resort. I know a lot of people know the plastic fork version of that. Me and my friend's version was always, cut my pie into pieces. This is my last dessert. Suffocation, no eating. I forget the last part, but you get the idea. Last dessert sounds more like last resort. But either way, we used our fire to make Purgatorio, who gains attack for each monster your opponent has, and he can attack each monster once each, and he does piercing damage. This guy has been the cause of more OTKs with this deck than you would believe. This is like easily, and it sucks because Aupperle's probably the least useful of all the Magician Girls, but so incredibly useful for making Purgatorio, who's the only guy whose name I've managed to remember because he's so good. And now I can't target things, so I'll have to make sure not to Lost Wind again. Sadly, my Twin Twister is already gone. Monster cards? Okay. Haha, it wasn't a monster! What now, Romeo? I don't know why I called you Romeo. Got a quick fix. Add one Spiral Gear from your deck to your hand. You can discard one card, special summon it. Oh, he's got Big Red. It's like the gum, but in car form. So we get another quick fix? No, he's getting his Super Agent back out. Because the deck pretty much revolves around Super Agent. Yeah, I mean, I can't target you with it. Not much I can do there, I mean. What you gonna say? So then he can make a rank 1. What's he gonna do? Have my attack? Which would be decent. Oh no, he's gonna get Last Resort again and then attack me directly. Because he can just send a card to the graveyard. Hey, I'll take that. Because if you're gonna be making rank 4s, this might be useful. Okay, so excavate the top card. Nope. Just another quick fix in the graveyard. Just like one of my Japanese animes. Yeah, if you weren't familiar, I guess I should save this for the Spiral episode, but the Spirals are named after spies. That's why the spies, yeah. And they're kind of like, you know, drone, they're kind of Metal Gear-ish, which I guess they're made by Konami, which used to own Metal Gear, till they fucked over Kojima. A sad state of affairs. The more things he's putting on board, the more attack this is getting. I'm wondering if he can, like, OTK me or something. Oh, Lyrica Lucinica. I did not see these. Gains 300 attack and defense for every material attached. Once per turn, you can discard one, add one level 1. Any battle damage you take is also inflicted to your opponent. Okay, so if he crashes into this, I also take damage. And that goes up to 25. Oh, and he can get DD Crow. So he can screw over my ability to do things. I'm not liking that. I'm going to take 3,300 at least. Maybe more if he equips Last Resort. Spiral Sleeper. And up to 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. Okay. Okay, so he can, like, this won't be destroyed because it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So that's going to ouch me. I mean, it's going to ouch him too. So there's that. And then he's going to destroy both of those. Yep, but that's not destroyed because of that. So GG, I guess. Spiral's OTK. This is one of those things where Lost Wind is not useful against them. I need more spell trap removal. Even more than I already had. Or maybe I should have made the light one instead of the fire. I don't know. I couldn't have made the light one, I don't think. Either way, 8th duel. So here we are, 8th duel versus Malketar. Lots of weird, interesting names. Names that sound like actual names, just like foreign-y kind of names. This one's not as Japanesey as the last two, though. This one sounds maybe more Middle Eastern-y. I don't know. I try to do a Middle Eastern accent, but I don't think I can. But at least it's not whatchamacallits. Spirals again. That's good. We have a little bit more chance against Blue Eyes. Especially this variant of Blue Eyes. We're pretty nice. Hey! And in fact, I don't think I'm even going to play Invoked on the first one. I don't think I even need to invoke that. I mean, I'll add it just to deck thin the game. And we'll go ahead and get our Chococo Magician Girl. Hey! That's pretty good. And then we'll set... Okay, what has it got? That... Yeah, we'll set these two. Yeah, because this might just be... No, if it's the thing, I don't want him to banish my traps. If it's like the level 1 tuner. Especially when I can negate so many things. But yeah, they don't have a lot of effect negation. So he's going to summon that out. Well, I'm going to lose it anyway. Might as well be like, nay. At least you're not having a monster. Oh, but he can banish Return of the Dragon Lords. And then all I've done is paid 1,500 life points to do nothing. Well, at least I got rid of his Return of the Dragon Lords. But again, nobody reads Berry Magician Girl. Activate that effect. If she's targeted by attack or effect, I could summon a Magician Girl from my deck. I will pick... let's see... Yep, I'm going to pick Fire. Or Apple. Apple Magician Girl. And he's got to choose. This one goes to defense. It doesn't negate the attack or force him. Okay, so now he's going to do this. And that's going to have his attack and make him attack into Choco. This is summon a level 5 or lower. So you can't use this with Cosmo Queen. You've got to summon another one. But unlike Lemon does essentially the same thing, but Lemon says any monster from your hand, but its effects are negated. This one doesn't negate the effects, so you can do this chain, which is pretty neat. The Magician Girls have some neat effects, but they rely on your opponent just blindly attacking into your shit and not reading what it does or knowing what Magician Girls do. Oh, Apple Magician Girl gets destroyed. I could just add these two back to my hand. What a surprise! It's like you've done nothing at all. Okay, so I don't like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. I'm going to stop him from being able to do these things. Even though I have all these Magician Girls that I could be summoning. We'll just get out Makabadaba. Oh, I could have used the fire and probably OTK'd him right there. Next turn. Assuming we get a next turn. If anything can do this, it's probably Blue Eyes. So we'll attack over this finally. I knew it! It's that dumb thing. Target one Blue Eyes and you're okay. Special summon one Blue Eyes. Okay, but I can negate it, so it's fine. It'll be like, I can summon a Blue Eyes, and I'll be like, haha, this is a good joke, it's funny. No. I'm not allowing it. In fact, that's being banished. It doesn't just negate and destroy, it negates and banishes. He's got another one. You're going to crash it in there so you can summon a Blue Eyes? Or you're going to summon another Blue Eyes and then Synchro. Synchro Shoken. No, he's going to target it. Or no, he can do some things. Okay. That's still fine. I'm okay with this. Nay. Face down. 2,500. Not enough. Did I mention that you weren't allowed to do things? Because you're not allowed to do things. I wasn't sure if you had heard. Okay. Let me try to see. The fire... I want to go for the fire one, but I don't think it'll have enough attack. Where is it at? It's blue, which is always weird. No, it'll only have 2,500. He needs to control more monsters. And he could just... Oh, wait, no, that's down for a while. So... I mean, I could build another Macabre. I don't think I really need to. Yep, let's just do this. Let's get Kiwi. So we're set up for next turn. This isn't hurting anything. I've still got Bewildering Winds. I could still negate any monster effect. He's already used his Raigeki. Unless he plays Dark Hole as well, and then he can summon 2 Blue Eyes or whatever, I think I'm pretty safe. And of course, if he attacks into this again, he's just starting another whole big chain. Unless he has, like, I guess he could Utopia the Lightning, and then I'd be taking a lot of damage. So much damage would be trademarked. It'd be like a lot. TM. You can't battle with a face-down monster. I'm not sure if anyone's explained those mechanics to you, but they have to be face-up in order to declare an attack. That would be an interesting mechanic. This monster can declare an attack while face-down. Okay. Fuck. No, we're going to try to draw. Because again, nothing's happening. And I still don't have anything. I'd need the... Oh, wait, I have the Earth one. What am I... Okay. I'm dumb. We'll just settle this. Next time I'm making the Earth one and we're just attacking over that and then we're going for game. I guess I could attack over now if I wanted to discard Aleister, but I like having Aleister. Great, now he has traps. Okay, thank you, patient lord. We will do that. No. Whatever that is, no. The dimensional boundary. You're not going to allow me to fusion summon our... Well then. Doesn't that just ratify my amendments? Doesn't that just water my plants? I'm going to end up losing and I'm going to be... Okay. Now surely this time, I'll do the thing that I should have done 4 turns ago. We'll get that. And we'll go ahead and make this guy using this. And I guess the one in my monster zone, just because I'm afraid, even though it has effects when it gets stuff. But he's only got 2,500. And he surrendered. Good. Good, I'm glad. I don't think I would have been able to do... Well, I could have discarded Kiwi, and that would have given Chocolate a lot of attack, because I'm pretty sure I've got every other Magician Girl in the graveyard, plus all these traps. He just couldn't get his ritual off. Just too much fluff there. We'll go into the 9th duel. Oh hey, it is the 9th duel versus a cute girl. What she doesn't know is that I am an equally cute girl. In fact, I have a whole collection of cute girls. And then one guy. And a bunch of monsters. A bunch of ferocious. And this is not so much a cute girl. It's kind of a weird thing. Thanks. You as well. So let's start with the magical meltdown. I do not trust anyone named Cute Girl. That is clearly a 40-year-old man trying to trick me. We're gonna plan to meet up, and the next thing I know, I'm going to be down in Mexico having my organs harvested. And I don't want to do that. I was just getting used to my organs. Let's see. We will make light, because again, lemon, not the best. We'll just do that. Yeah, while you're here, I guess go ahead, comment in the comments. Which Magician Girl do you think is cutest? I like the Chocolate myself. I guess Apple is kind of a close second. But Chocolate's just a little bit more favorite. Although it might just be because of the way she works mechanically. But I guess that's the thing. You're supposed to like a girl for how she operates, not what she looks like. And luckily I just got all the things. I could just Twin Twister all the things. Yeah. Sorry. Looks like I got all the luck, and there was very little left for you. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. But, you know, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes your opponent gets not so lucky. To be fair, you have a bunch of traps that aren't particularly useful. Yeah, we'll just make Fire Guy. Because I don't need another light one. Especially when all I'm going to have in my hand is a single monster. Which in retrospect may not have been the best thing. But at least I'll get some damage on board. I mean, he, she... I want to say he, even though the name is Cute Girl, because I'm going to assume no girl would just call herself Cute Girl and go up there. But I'm going to assume that, what was I? Oh yeah, that was what I was going to assume. But he's still got 3 cards left. Definitely do some things. Or not. Or not. Well, unless he's got some kind of, battle fader. Well, a sad state of affairs to be certain. Certainly tried. You know, I'm really interested. Let's go ahead and look at this deck. We'll see what's going on. Because I'm interested to know what the plan was. Because this did not work out at all. Alright, so let's see. Escape from the Dark Dimension. 2 Ixie Reborn. Supreme... Oh, it's probably a Supreme King Zark. Yep. Looks like it. Not the most consistent thing. What else was in here? Okay, the 2 different gates. Just all... I haven't looked at any of this. It doesn't seem particularly interesting. Supreme King Zark kind of seems like a big... I mean, it's certainly a big boss monster, but I'm not sure if its effect is worth all that summoning. I think that's the same principle that you had with the Goddess of Creation or whatever her name was. Where it's like, if you can get a Fusion, a Synchro, an Ixie, and a Pendulum on the field or in the graveyard, you've pretty much already won most of the time. Well, maybe not necessarily in this one, but you could do better things than summon a 4,000 that can blow up everything. Can't be targeted. Okay, maybe this is decent. I don't know. I'll look into it once this gets released. I mean, these are still low D card. Either way, I believe that was the 9th duel, unless I'm mistaken. So let's go ahead into the 10th duel and finish this thing off. Here we are, 10th duel versus Zane. Probably his Cyber Dragons. It's Zane and Zatanna. We both got Z names. We are perhaps the Z Fighters? No? Well, we're in a bit of a tricky pickle we are right here. I could make Caligula, the Dark One, which I only remember his name because he's named after an emperor. If a player's monster attempts to activate, none of those monsters can activate their effects for the rest of this turn. If this face-up card on the field, only attack. So that could be a little bit of defense. Not very much. I think Barry might be the better play here. We'll get Barry and we will search Chocolate. Give me the chocolate. Because then we can do that combo with Cosmo Queen. So we're playing against 54 card deck. Interesting. Couldn't just go up to that 55 now, could you? I guess at least it's an even number. I don't know. But probably some kind of lawn mowing-ish deck. Perhaps Invoked of his own? No, it's Tricksters again. I was super excited. I was like, oh, there's a burn deck, and it's actually kind of neat, because it doesn't burn you all at once. It's got all these little neat things it can do. Nay. It's sad that I had to use that, but if I had, it would have been gone by the end of the turn. Oh wait, no, during the end of the turn I could have activated it, until the end phase. But sadly, I'm probably just going to get burned, and there's going to be nothing I can do. We'll see. Maybe he won't understand, and he'll use the effects. We're banishing Necroface. Is this a mill deck? I wouldn't be surprised. I think this is a mill deck. Just call me Milton with my mills. Welcome to Milton's. I'll just banish everything and draw as many cards as I had. Damn old reincarnate. I'm surprised that they put that in there after something like Morphing Jar got banned. Ouch. Just paying the toll every time. Just, there's another 200. Ouch. Normal summon. Effect. 200. Ooh, reckless. Pretty reckless with that greed there. Each time your opponent activates a spell trap. Oh, it's a spell trap. Okay. It's weird, that's not usually problem-solving card text to use the term each time. Usually they do when or if. But there, oh wait, if I do that again, okay. So we'll attack into that. No more. Fairy Magician Girl tickles you with her little baby wand. He could summon it back. Just when I thought the war was over! This'll burn me, won't it? I don't know. Nope. Okay. I didn't act, one has to be activated. But I've got Salem's Strike. So if he tries to do more things, he can do more things. God damn it. Wait, I could have negated that, and I didn't. Ay, 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 ay. I forgot that I had this out here. Well, doesn't that just tickle my pickle? That puts me in a pretty predicament. I mean, I could still negate monster effects and stuff, which I guess I should save because he can make a rank 4 pretty easily as long as he has another level 4 monster. Although if I had done that, then his rank 4, I could have just solemn striked it, so... There's always that. As it stands, I'm probably going to get hit by Utopia the Lightning. With lightning! Real lightning! And he's going to attack at a berry. Well, that's the thing. Does he want to get rid of the stuff that's actually going to be negating stuff, or does he want to get rid of Berry Magician Girl? Because I can't activate effects when he attacks, which makes all my Magician Girls useless. They're useless now. Oh, he's going to get rid of that. And I can't Solemn Strike it. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. Yep, if only I had negated this, I wouldn't be in this predicament. I would be in a different predicament. At least I can banish these, and make another Macabre. And he's still got those attached, so he can do things, and I cannot do as many things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send it to the graveyard. Should have negated that. A sad state of affairs. Oh, and another... This is what I did not want. What else do I have in grave? The dark and the light. Okay. I guess it's time to make the darkness. Because that'll at least prevent him from doing some kind of OTK on me. Or, can I make... No, I can't make it yet. I could make this in defense. Yeah, this would force him to use Utopia the Lightning again. Oh, but it would get rid of Baby Magician Girl. I mean, this would force him to use Utopia the Lightning again, too. Yeah. Then I can negate a spell card. And I can get rid of one of his things. Take that. And then maybe next turn I can make Elysium. Dust, an Elysium Tail. Yep, I mean, I'll take another 2,500. But that's probably worth it to be able to negate all the things. And I will want to negate all the things. Oh, he's going to attack first. Okay, but now he's got no more things that can... Well, I mean, he's still got this, so he could just attack over Berry Magician Girl with it. But now I can do other things! Attacks, even! I might even get a Magician Girl that would be useful. Probably not. I don't think nothing's useful against Utopia the Lightning. More Trick Stars. Just making me banish more things. And I can just use that crap. And that's pretty much all, that's all my Aleisters. Avidity, well, you're going to put some things, okay. Back into ye graveyard. Crap. Unfortunately, I got kind of lucky there. Because I've got all my Aleisters here, and then he's got Utopia the Lightning, and I've got no Dark Holes or Raigekis or stuff like that. Should have negated Trick. That's fine. Everyone knows Trick Stars are bullshit. I just need to make Trick Clown come back. Discard that, take no effect damage this turn. Not sure how that would have helped me in this one, because he's going for more of a mill variant. Well, very risky with the Allure of Darkness with the light and the dark monsters. Not doing it instantly, eh? Normal summon. Then activate it now that I have it in hand, probably. And now I do not have it. But I do have other things, which may prove almost as useful. So, first of all, get rid of those. More Reckless Greed. Proving to be even more reckless than I would have imagined. He's doing Burn and Mill. It's the worst of both worlds. It's everything everyone hates combined into one. I don't think I even have any Magician Girls left I could summon with Barry. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. And he's got way more cards than me. So even if I, like, Bewildering Winds this, so that I can Quaking Mirror Force everything. Fuck you. I'm tired of your shit, alright, Lightning? You were good in the Thunder Bros, but I don't like you now. Ouch. Now you only have 1250. That's not very much at all. Will they attack Aleister or the Barry? If they attack Barry, I might let it go through just so I can... Maybe. Nope. I'm not going to be able to let it go through. I don't think I have a chance of winning at this point. There's too many cards out of my deck. Unless he summons his thing to reset it. I'm going to be in for some trouble. So there's one of mine, and there's... Yep. So both of my invocations are gone. All my Aleisters are gone except for this one. Which, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter either way. The only rank 4 I have is Castell. Lockdown. Lockdown the movie, the game. Well, I've got that. What kind of defense you got? 400? I guess I could, but I can't get over Utopia the Lightning. Yep. You know what? I think I'm just gonna have to see you guys on the end screen. I'm gonna assume I lose this one. And I'll come back if something happens, but most likely I'm just going to deck out in 5 turns. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Invoked Magician Girls went 6-4. A little bit better than I expected. Like I said, this is not the most competitive deck, but it can do some pretty neat things. We saw some pretty neat combos and some plays there. Although I didn't get to show off all the combos I'd like. I've got some pretty cool replays saved up, so I'm going to go ahead and show them at the end. I'll have to apologize. I don't have that much music built up to use, so I'm starting to reuse a lot of the same music over and over again week by week. I may have to work on making new songs, although, I don't know, we'll see. I may end up cutting some of the tutorial stuff and working on songs instead. But I also want to stream. I don't know, there's so many things I want to do, and I don't have enough time in the day to do all of it, but hopefully you guys enjoy what you do get. Next week is the 104th episode, which means it'll be the 2-year anniversary. I'll be looking at spirits yet again. The Hardleg Spirit Toolbox, the anti-meta spirits, whatever you want to call it. Should be interesting. I haven't started working on it yet, but hopefully I can get it up by next time. That's what she said. Anyway, until then, good luck and have fun.
nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Some nights I call it a draw. Some nights I wish that nights could build a castle. Some nights I wish they just fall off. But I still wake up, I still see your ghost. But I'm still not sure what I stand for. Oh, what do I stand for? What do I stand for? Those nights, I don't know This is it, boys, this is war. What are you waiting for? Why don't you wait to believe that hype? Just I try twice as hard and half as long. Here they come again to check my style. That's alright, that's alright. I got a mother in my bed. She stops my bones and wondering well, some nights I use that this holding, 'cause I could use some brains for a change. And some nights I'm scared you'll forget me again. Some nights I always win, but I still wake up, I still see your ghost. Oh Lord, I'm still not sure what I stand for. Oh, what do I stand for? What do I stand for? Those nights, I don't know. Whoa, 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 voices, animal noises, the creme de la creme, the feminine abyss, and I'm reaching my threshold, staring at the truth till I'm blind. My body is stupid, stereo putrid, pumping out music into raw sewage, reaching my threshold, staring at the truth till I'm blind. My threshold, reaching my threshold. I'm hearing voices, animal noises, the creme de la creme, the feminine abyss, and I'm reaching my